That's why emergency summons, we don't send invites. Sometimes you may invite, but it is not recommended to invite students for emergency meeting, but an ordinary sitting like this, we invite for people to come. People that want to take you to the next level, they write to the clerk. Yes, so I think they have all rights as students of UBIDS to observe this sitting. Honorable Majid, Honorable Ibrahim, put your hands down. Honorable Manasi Asana is before us. In fact, he's been cooking. In quotes, let me put this in quotes. He's been cooking. Yes. A lot of people, parliamentarians, including Speaker himself. Tonight is made for us. We can fry him. He's a chairperson, and to be a member of Parliament formally, we would give him the honor to introduce himself before us once again and for our observers before we proceed with the vetting and approval. Honorable.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for the chance given to formally tell the House who I am. I'm Manasi Hasana, the current accounting of 100, Jubilee Hall affiliate, former member of SRC Parliament, that's the 5th Parliament, and the career nominee for Academic Board Chair. Thank you.
All right, you are welcome before the 5th Parliament. Honourable members of the House, no member shall ask more than one question. The limit is 8 questions. The last time we said 3 questions, was it 2? But I set it to 8 because I know people will want to cook him. Yes. So yes, so, honourable members, 8 questions. So we are going to start. If there are no questions, so let's be quick on the breaking then go ahead with the main agenda of the night. Honorable Christopher.
My observations and the House, with the help of me, will overcome it.
All right, then there won't be a need for the 8th question, so you can address it 2 in 1.
Yes, thank you for the brief. Look at it, as I earlier said, with the poor turnout, to me, I think it's an issue of culture, organizational culture. We came and met it. When we came level 100, there were programs. We even want to go, your roommate or the one you respect at level 400 will tell you that I will not go. So you have got that habit, I will not go. Your immediate junior members who has come, there's a program, they have seen it, they are proper publicities. You see it on your pages, and you prompt your senior, oh, this program is ongoing. And the one you were expecting that he will be saying that he was going for an old member of the school, he will tell you, I will not go. So it tends to encourage people's zeal for coming for the program. So I think that we, those who are privileged to be level 400, if there is a need for us to attend programs, it has to change from us, as the strategic managers will say, the turn at the top. The strategic manager will say the turn at the top. So basically, we are here and we are in level 400. If there are programs, I being the level 400, as will be coming, level 300 or level 200 will see that, oh, level 400 is even going for this program. He that the term is busy, he's going for this program. Let me follow up. Another aspect of it is that we don't actually know what we are seeking for. Many of us in this school don't know that conferences is part of our CV. Write your CV, you need to add the number of conferences you have attended. So many of we students, we don't know what we stand to gain. Let me tell you as ignorance. on our part, and that will have to do with where we are coming from, how we were raised. So most of us at our basic schools, excuse my language, where I attended, they used not to be programs that apart from morning assembly and Sunday mass. So coming here is a new thing, and I don't know the importance of even attending the meetings or conferences. So I think that we students, we need to educate our colleagues the importance of being at the seminar, the idea you may come across, the network you may build, and even after they build an idea, what you add on your CV for someone to know that you were like this. So I think that it's a collective role, and we those are here need to play on it. Thank you.
All right. Honourable members, I'm pleased with your basic approach to questions. You approach questions basically from the minute detail to the highest. Yes, it's good that in fact you can't believe Jesus Christ to post students to educational seminars. It's just the culture. This program will be good. It's good for your educational ladder. Please, I encourage you to go. There's no the foundation that encourage a junior to go for the whole program. This is the whole world. It has always been that. So I think we need a mindset reset. And in fact, the issue of rustication. Some students get rusticated without being notified. Last 2 weeks, I was fighting for someone that was rusticated, but the person proceeded from 200 to 100 without knowing he was rusticated. The issue he came up with was, I didn't see my results. I said, okay, no problem. We went to academic affairs. When we looked into the portal, see, when you are rusticated, whether you appear before the disciplinary committee or not, it is assumed you were notified and appeared, and you were found guilty. So, naturally, your results will come, but on the portal, it will be written the rusticated. So, the people at academic affairs, when you open the portal, they see rusticated, and they will tell you. So, you may not know, but they will know. So, sometimes the students themselves don't know when they are rusticated. They rusticated in about 200, percent 400. We will be graduating this year, probably June, July. Very good, well, we'll finish around there. So, you have to be rusticated for 1 year, go back and set that thing. So, the issue has to do with what I just said. Sometimes the education, then, in fact, call a spade. Once you copy. So the issue of sometimes you see is they favor some students who do more practice than others. So if a guy should copy and a lady should copy, if you don't take care, the guy will go home and the lady will stay. Waiting on the match. So and the thing is, some of them will tell you, who do you do? Yes, people were rusticated and brought back. Beneath the carpet. So
yes, a lot of big people from the school management. And you are just a student. Pardon me, but you are just a student. But do you think you'll be able to make effort or your voice will be heard? And how are you going to do that? Because I'm just imagining if you even have an idea, a very solid point, you might not mind you. How are you going to channel those efforts to this conceive?
Thank you, Honorable Member, for the question. Like I said, planning is a profession. It has standards. Once you are working along the lines of professionalism in relation to planning, no one can stop you. It's not kind of politics. Planning is not politics. So if it is like it's based on the verification principle. If something is A, you cannot say it's not A because the person saying the A is what? A subordinate. You cannot say it's what? It's not A. If it is A, it's A. It's just like mathematics. If the answer is wrong, it's wrong. If it is right, it's right. You see? So that is planning. It's not kind of open discussion, just politics, let me put it that way. So it's based on the verification principle. one cannot subdue your views because you are a subordinate.
All right. The fourth question. A member can ask 2 questions, please. The Honorable. All right.
Mr. Eric, I know you, and then even though you are coming from planning department, they said if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. That's your. Me, I'm always emphasizing on procurement. You know, you are under planning committee, and I know that you are going to procure. So, the question I'm going to ask you, just listen clearly, because maybe if they confirm you to be part of the audit committee, I'll come after you. You see, procurement under the Procurement Act 663, Act 2003, Article 31, it stimulates how procurement proceedings are supposed to be done. And then you know that, when it comes here, we sometimes do the lava lava, so that we'll get something put in our pockets. And then the Article 92.
You are sitting. See, I just accepted because he's not a member of Parliament. Ordinarily, we don't miss officials who are sitting in Parliament. And more to the point, you believe
Okay, right on our speaker.
If you have time, I have told you to prepare this committee to deal with you. So, please.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, I usually Brian retract my word. Mr. Speaker, as I was saying, you know, when it comes to procurement, we as students or as procurement officers, we do sometimes, if we are given 100 cedis, we'll go and procure that maybe 80 cedis and come back. You know, we have retirement. You go and just lobby with the man to you just write 100 cedis for the man to sign. We will call the man to confirm whether truly you paid 100 cedis to him. If it happens that the man has forgotten and the man said, it was 80 cedis, we will come after you. That was the reason why I was quoting the Article 31. And looking at Article 92, it's saying that your punishment, they said you will pay the amount of 2,500 and you must, or you'll be in prison for not exceeding 5 years or both. And you know, we can also, the lawyers are there. If people breach the constitution, we can send you. So my question is, if you breach such constitution, should we apply such on you, or we should just, you know, sometimes we say karma, we should just allow you to go, so that next, maybe we can also come back and do the same thing. So I'm just saying, should we apply the same method on you, or we should just forget about it?
The answer is just simple and straightforward. Once you break a constitution, then you face the consequences based on that same constitution. So I will be ready to face the consequences in case of any breach.
We shall move on to the 5th question. The 5th question.
I want to ask if you'll be able to sacrifice time out of academic work to, you know, fully participate in the committee that you are going to serve on if approved. Thank you.
There's this popular saying that leadership is sacrifice, and once I've been nominated to, contribute on this committee, I think what I should be, I think sacrificing is key. I have to, sacrifice my, academic activities, and the workshop has exposed us to what these pressures and things. Yes, so we've been doing a lot of, works day in, day out. So the pressure is normal. I think I can sacrifice, not even sacrifice, I will mainstream that in my activities. So it's not going to be a sacrifice, it's going to be what? A main activity. Thank you.
All right. Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker of the House. I think the nominee here, I know him a bit. He's an OB. And I know how busy he is. He doesn't joke with his studies and all that, and he tackles things with seriousness. But I want to just ask him a simple question. What are your roles you will be playing in the planning committee? You are going to represent the parliament in the committee. So in case maybe Right Honorable Speaker is not able to make it for a certain sitting, then you happen to be the only one to represent parliament at the committee level. What are the 3 roles you will play there?
Thank you very much. That's a beautiful question. The SRC Constitution, I think Article 50 plus 2 clearly establishes the rules of what the committee. Among them, the one that stands out is what the preparation of what. So I shall contribute to the preparation of what the SRC plan, development plan. Let me put it that way, and then I shall also contribute to what coming out with the guidelines, or the constitution is frameworks, but in terms of planning, we call it guidelines for what a subsequent preparation of what plans, and I shall also contribute to reviewing these guidelines if this very house finds anything wrong with the guidelines. So I shall contribute to what review them and make sure that they are in line with what the agenda of the day. I mean the administration, the state administration, be it this or the subsequent administrations. Thank you.
All right. Honourable members, I believe we are done with the questioning. We shall proceed with the approval or otherwise. Is there a year for Mr. Eric? Or if you feel it's not up to standard, you may opt for a different person. To honourable members, is there a year or a no? Yeah! All right. Congratulations, Mr. Eric, on your nomination and subsequent approval to the Project Planning and Development Committee.
Okay.
This is one of the committees that is quite dormant. You may resume your seat, please. I'm surprised Honorable Eric is quoting constitutional articles for me. As a matter of fact, I never expected it from you, but you've always been a spectacular person as recommended by your head of the department. Yes, so I believe he wasn't wrong. Though you've been with me for over a year, but I didn't know you even have time for constitution. So we shall move ahead with the
Honorable Speaker, I'm Honorable Evans. Okay, Honorable, thank you for the opportunity. I want to ask Honorable over there a simple question. And my question goes this way. When I came to level 100, we have this problem. I was in course work. From level 100, I was in course work. And we have this problem like PA system. Like sometimes when we go to lectures hall, for instance, it is challenging. Sometimes we go and pick the sound system where we and the lecturer, we don't even know the person who is lecturing. All of us are on top there, working on the sound system. At the end of the day, maybe you don't even know what you have acquired there. And then I want to ask you, what are some of the measures that you are going to put in place if in case you have been given the office? And then, next question is, Honorable Speaker, let me finish. Okay, just one person. Honorable, just one person. Let me finish it. Honorable Speaker.
I love the video. Yeah, I love the video. I think Honorable, you can address his question to the people.
Mr. Speaker, please, I seek clarity. He said we have problem like yes, it seems he's not certain.
I think you understand the content of the question. It's not about that. Focus on the content.
Yes, the truth is that the PSA system on our big lecture was for 1 or 3 years. Since I equally come to this school, we have never used it before. It was only one combined letter that I realized, I think Honorable Manam can bear me out at all too, when the speakers, someone mistakenly plugged their wires and they vibrated. And everybody wanted to find this way. Yes, with the PSA system, I think the NUCS president raised a concern like that when we met management. And the response was they will work on it. And I'm sure when the management response letter to us, they have stated that they will work on it.
When? We need timeline.
We need a timeline. Actually, I can't give a timeline because it was a response from authority. But if given the note, I will follow up. With regards to, let's say this letter was when we don't have those PA systems. When I came, I can speak of School of Business, Banking and Finance Department, that combined accounting and finance and banking finance, and management studies department. There used to be a PSA system that we are using. But I think the issue of maintenance, some of these PSA systems are breaking down. The issue of maintenance, equally, education faculty. There used to be some of these PSA, the small ones, just like this. But because of maintenance system, those PSA systems are not functioning. So, if given the note, what I intend to do is that I'll officially write to them the various agencies to procure these PSA systems. If not, they should try and maintain those who are maintainable, and we manage for the mean, and they get the right PSA system for that purpose. Thank you.
All right. Received question. Honorable Bismarck. We continue.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Like you rightly said, the constitution of this great SRC Parliament and for this great institution, it is stated clearly that in the second sitting of SRC Parliament, there should be the formation of a 9-member committee to vet the electoral commissioner, the first and second deputy, and as well as form the committees of the House. But respectfully, this is a house of record, and hazard has it that a second sitting was summoned per a letter that were set. So, for this reason, I think this sitting have to be corrected to be a third sitting instead of second sitting. This is something that if we want to go by the constitution, that means that the businesses that we carry on that emergency meeting have to be null and void, which I don't think when we want to go back to that second sitting, the decision we took, if we want to go back, that means that those that we have the recommendation that we came out, the resolution that we came out to back our case will as well as be nullified, since that sitting was not classified as a second sitting. So it is for this reason that I plead with you, the Right Honorable Speaker, and the honorable members of the House, to let us consider this sitting as a third sitting instead of second sitting. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Right Honorable. Sorry, Honorable Atakura. Any other submissions on the other paper? Honorable Richard.
Right Honorable Speaker, I thank you for the opportunity. Article 10 of the SRC Constitution stipulates that there shall be a component of the SRC called SRC Parliament, which shall consist of a speaker, if with your guidance I will proceed with the conclusion, which shall constitute the speaker, deputy speaker, a clerk, who shall be a female appointed by the speaker at the first sitting, the secretaries of all junior common rooms, 2 representatives from each faculty, school or college, 1 representative from each year group of the university to be elected during the 4th week of the first trimester. These representatives shall continue to hold office until fresh elections are conducted. G. A representative of non-residential students to be nominated by the non-residential students. H. The Judicial Board Chairperson in attendance. I. The SRC Financial Secretary in attendance. J. The SRC Secretary in attendance. K.
Honorable member, get your point, please.
All right, Mr. Speaker, all I'm trying to emphasize on is on our other paper, we are having something like order 4 of item 4, appointment of deputy clerk of SRC Parliament, which I am not well clear of. If you can clarify me on this order of the business. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Richard. Any other submissions on the other paper? Corrections, contributions, adjustments?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. On the point Honorable Richard raised, I think it's an important point he raised, but then, so this is House of Records and we always look at what the House is entailed. When you look at the Constitution under Article 10, where a speaker, I mean the composition, I can't mention all the composition, but a clerk is found. There's no place made provision for deputy clerk. But then, when you look at the previous administration, they appointed a deputy speaker, a deputy clerk, who shall assist the clerk when she is absent or during emergency situation that is unforeseen. So I think that is the wisdom Right Honorable Speaker Stephen Atakora is pleading that, or is making a point that if we appoint a clerk during this emergency situation, the deputy can assist. Thank you.
I think I didn't hear Honorable Atakora making such a point.
It was referring to Right Honorable Speaker Stephen Dakora.
All right. Sorry, Mr. Speaker. And if this is so, it is unconstitutional right as a House of Record to have a deputy clerk, which is not a mandatory activity provided by the Constitution.
Honorable Ibrahim.
Right, Honorable Speaker, thank you for the opportunity. On the other paper, I was thinking for this house being a house of records, whatever business that transpired during our previous sittings, we were supposed to be briefed on those minutes. So if there are corrections and additions, we will add those things. But here is the case that on the other paper it's not there. So, Right Honorable Speaker, I think if we can find a place and put it, so that we will know what transpired, if there are corrections or additions.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. I think other paper number 6, approval of member of project planning committee. I think for the records in the handouts of the house, we are supposed to only approve the honorable member for the academic committee. So if this person is to be approved, I think it should rather be vetting and approval, not approval. If we say approval, it means that the necessary questions have been answered, and we are just going straight forward to do the approval. Yes. So the right thing should.
Honorable Atakura.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. In fact, I'm happy about the point Honorable Richard raised. Yes, constitutionally, it did not give us the mandate to appoint a deputy speaker, a deputy clerk rather. But we are a house which follow the law and precedents. So I'm not in any way, and even in the law court, the judges uses precedents to buttress or back their points when they want to go with any evidence. So I am of the view that yes, in as much as there is no provision that says we should appoint a deputy clerk, and for the reason, by the wisdom bestowed in our able speaker and the precedent that have been set by the previous administration, I don't see any problem with that. Though this is a house of record, and for that reason, since a precedent has been set, then there is no law, there is no way one can be held accountable for appointing a deputy clerk. Thank you.
Honorable Barry.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to differ from Honorable Atakura's point. The Constitution does not mandate us to appoint a deputy clerk. With the workings of precedents, it has to be lawful precedents. If a precedent is set and it is realized that the precedent is unconstitutional, we should not follow the precedent. That's why in the vacant seat case in Parliament, when the leadership of the former Right Honourable Speaker Michael Quay declared the seats vacant, in the subsequent Parliament, when same was to be done per the President, the courts did not allow so to be done. So if constitutionally it is wrong, then it is wrong. No precedent should be allowed to, no precedent should be allowed to allow an unconstitutional act. Thank you.
All right. I don't recognize the Honorable Majid, Honorable Isaac. I shall respond to the first submission from Honorable Atakura on the second sitting. I think per the letters, it was an emergency meeting. And if you look at the Constitution, there's a difference between a sitting and an emergency meeting. A meeting and a sitting. Yes, I think they are clearly stated. That's why I have not recognized the emergency meeting as the second sitting of the C Parliament. If you go to Article 55, that is where you see the emergency visit. It will be stated there as emergency meeting, not as an emergency sitting. That's why and the second thing on deputy clerkship, this is a house where legislations are passed. We make laws, we repeal them. We can create that office. And in fact, there is no parliament in the world that exists without a deputy clerk. Even the youth parliament has 2 deputy clerks. Any parliament in this world works with at least 2 clerks. Let's look at what is happening right now, that our clerk is not here. I don't think honorable members expect me to meet what we are doing here right now. And right now, speaker can take me on, because constitutionally she's not supposed to be a clerk. She's a member of parliament. She can claim that, yes, I've taken her deliberative right from her right now. And if this proceeds further, I will be in serious trouble. Yes. So once, I think it's a mistake because I kept on the other people appointment. Yes. So we can pass a resolution to that effect tonight. And I think you guys have seen a draft copy of the standing orders. Yes. Which honorable members refused to join the speaker in drawing them. I made appeals several occasions. Honorable members, join me and let's draft standing orders for the C Parliament and for future generations to come. Nobody volunteered. So every weekend I work on it. Hopefully by the close of next week, if work will be completed, but at least close to 100%. Yes. So I think the issue of deputy clerkship can be rectified here, and once that resolution is passed, it will be an amendment or something like an addition to the office of the clerk. Yes, so we just need to pass that bill, then it will be signed by the SRC president. Yes, if you look at issues how bills pass, we don't follow things normally in Domo. Once a bill has passed through Parliament, it goes back for the presidential assent. See, but here's the case: every single time you run to Dean of Students. Okay, constitutionally, that is not the right thing. Yes. So I think the issue of deputy clerkship and the second sitting has been clarified. Yes, and as Honorable Paris said, bad precedents are not to be followed if it is unconstitutional. Yes, I think I respect that view as well. We shall proceed to the fourth item on the order paper. And in fact, Honorable Isaac, I nearly forgot, I kept approval of a member of Project Planning and Development Committee instead of vetting and approval. Yes, I think it's an oversight on my part because we had the online session the other time. Yes, it escaped my mind, but I think that would we shall vote and approve or disapprove the final member of the Project Planning and Development Committee. And I think I'm glad he's in our presence today. Yes, Mr. Eric. Yes. So we shall leave the appointment of the deputy clerkship for the last aspect. Then we shall proceed to order 5. That is the swearing in of the new members of Parliament. Honorable
none of the members showed interest in contributing to that effect. In fact, the constitution I have with me here, I think there is a standing order. I don't know whether that standing order is for SRC Parliament. Is it the same standing order we're going by or we need modernization?
We are using the same standard orders, but we are adding more orders to it, like a standard parliament. If you look at what is in our constitution, ideally, standard orders don't enter the constitution. If you pick the 1992 constitution and maybe the 1990s, you won't see standard orders in a constitution.
I don't know if you are aware or not, but there are data as planned. You realize that most students are being suspended or rusticated due to examination malpractice. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to find out the reason why they have been cheating in the examination law and they are sacking them? So I will find the best solution to maintain these students on campus. Do you have any idea or have you done any research concerning that so far? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, that's fine.
So which one do you want? Are you interested in finding the cause or the solution?
Which of them is he interested in to answer?
All right. So honorable nominee, you pick one and